Hey guys, Tails here back with another video. A conversation with a friend online kind of just got me thinking about this because I have a friend who is going to be going into VRChat for probably like the second time. They said that they played once for like 5 minutes and they've heard me like and knowing that I'm doing my videos and they've heard me talking about playing and they want to try it. And I'm just kind of thinking, it got me thinking like, can you imagine joining VRChat for the first time as it is now? Like when I first started, VRChat was still new. Everybody was still learning. Like we didn't know what was going on. It was like literally there were 3 worlds, and it was so easy to like meet people and find a group, and just meet people, and everybody was. It was a weird place to be. Like everybody was chill, nobody really knew anybody. It's like, when you first go to school and everybody doesn't know each other in your year and everybody's just getting to know each other, and then if you join later in the year everybody's already found their friends and it's kind of awkward. I feel kind of like that's what VRChat might be like for some people now, especially because there's just so many worlds, and then you go into popular and there's just all these worlds filled with people that you can go to, but it's like, which world do I go to? Which is the safe world? Which is the world that I want to go to? Because let's be real, I was actually in drinking night and it was like Friends Plus, but there were so many people in there I didn't know. And it's just like, I didn't mesh with any of the people there, and it kind of got me thinking. It's like, what if that had been my first VRChat experience? Like, if I had come into this lobby and there were just all these people that I just didn't mesh with, and then you go to another world that's similar because you don't know, but there's no like one real world to find the people that you're gonna click with. You literally just have to hop and hope for the best. Maybe avoid the Mad Cat. I don't know what the landscape is there, but last time I was there, it's like a 50-50, but mostly toxic. And the same kind of thing happens in all worlds. Once they get popular, and they've been popular enough, you get that chill for a while, and then just out of nowhere it becomes more toxic over time and people stop going there and they find a new place to hang out. But there's so many different places that people just hang out. There's so many different worlds. Every so often a new world will drop that manages to click and draw people in if it's made by a known creator or something. Like I think Soft Sea comes to mind now as one of the more recent ones that has just become a main hangout world where there's like always people there. Imagine just jumping into VRChat for the first time and you're just trying to find someone to hang out, because VRChat is okay by yourself, like solo, it's fine. You can find stuff to do. You can go to public worlds and play mini games with random people and generally have a chill time. I've done that before, and we went to a car game which was basically a zombie tag, but you're in race cars, and I think it's usually empty, but we just happened to join a lobby with like 30 people, and we were just in there for like 4 or 5 hours just racing around in these cars. Surprisingly did not get motion sick. Like I did that for a while, hopped out for like 30 minutes, jumped back in, and then just went for 4 hours and I was fine. Didn't know what that was. We went there and we just had a chill time, and then there was the time I went to the open mic night. Hadn't been there in a long time. We just had that one night where I just made the video, and like it was crazy. Like that can happen, and you can have the fun chill lobbies where you just meet a bunch of cool people, but you also it's not a guarantee. So like say you join a lobby and your first experience is with someone you don't mesh with, and then you keep getting that because you keep going to the wrong lobbies, and the VRChat doesn't have like an introduction group. Like you used to have the hub, I guess, where everybody joined the hub, and obviously you can't do that now because there's too many players, but we would all get yeeted to the hub, and of course crashing and stuff, so they had to get rid of the group hub. But people who wanted to meet new people would sometimes be in the hub, and I didn't like it. Because of my social anxiety, people would run up to you in the hub and say hi, what's up, and they would generally be the more friendly people, and then you dive into the deeper VRChat. Like now it's like, how do you meet the friends? You have to just keep going until you find a group of friends you mesh with, or you find that group that you can just sit and chill with. But it can be so overwhelming, and there's so much to do. There's so much to do on VRChat. It's like, where do you begin? There's so many mini games. You can just hop right in. I know that, but I find that VRChat with friends is just infinitely more fun. Like, I can hop on, do some avatar stuff, maybe world hop for myself for a bit, like, but after 6 worlds, like 6 or 7 worlds, I get kind of bored. Avatar is different because, you know, you're hopping into fixed stuff, but VRChat solo is, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. And just finding people to talk to, as I've said before, it takes all types to be in VRChat. I just had a really strong beam of light on me, and I got semi-distracted for a second. It takes all walks of life to be on VRChat, and you can easily run into the walk of life that I don't want to name a specific because everybody has their own thing, but you can walk into that one kind of person and keep meeting that kind of person, and then you're like, wow, this is all VRChat is. It's like, no, it's not. Like, sometimes you have to like bounce off a few people for a while before you find a group of people you can hang out with. Like, my current group of friends, like, I've been here so long, people move on, I get that, and I've jumped through many groups of friends, but I have friends that I've spoken to since the very start of VRChat, and I have found those guys through the Kitten Marching Band, the Chill Vibes. I found my group. But before that, I have a vague memory of just hopping around between the worlds and being overwhelmed by everything because of the anxiety and stuff, and not wanting to talk to people, and just being quiet and just standing there and not really knowing. You know, again, it's that feeling of being the kid who's just standing outside the group if you're shy and you find it hard to insert yourself into the group. Like, some people just, like, run in, like, whatever. Like, props to you guys. I'm getting a little better at doing that kind of thing. But, you know, it was that same kind of vibe. It's like, where do you fit in? And if you don't find that group after, like, your first 1 or 2 hops onto VRChat, I can see where a lot of people would fall off. I think I found the Kitten March Band, like, I don't know how many days. It was so long ago. But I found them probably the first day or something. I was looking for an avatar, and I was just like, finding avatars day 1 too was a struggle because obviously the VRChat was new. The VRChats, it wasn't day 1 of VRChat. It was like day 1 for me, early days. It'd been out for maybe a couple weeks by the time I found it. But, you know, finding avatars, and that's how I found people, and that can be a way you find people too. But there's just so much. Like, I think of my friend joining without having a guide, and just, where do you start? There's also the side of the community, they like the cuddle community. Let's just call them that, the cuddle community. It's pretty overwhelming on VRChat right now. When you join, there's just stuff everywhere. Like, I'm not judging. I'm not here to judge. You do you, whatever. But imagine that being your first experience when you're just on VRChat and you're seeing all, like, these worlds and these instances, and you're just seeing all that. And it's like, if you don't have someone to explain it and be like, okay, so there's some people on VRChat who they do their thing, but that's not everybody. This isn't VRChat. It's not what VRChat is. We're more than that. We have more going on. There's community stuff. There's content creators, there's people making avatars and selling them online. There's like, there's a whole sale, there's like a whole market going on. There's creative things going on. Look at all these cool worlds. That's not all there is, I swear. If you don't have someone to explain the more unique side of VRChat and to guide you to the places like where I think my friend would be more comfortable when they first join. I'm not saying that they wouldn't be chill with whatever, but you know how you like to introduce your friends to the stuff they're more comfortable with and then ease them into the crazy, because they're going to get maybe slightly put off by just being thrown into the chaos. Like, some of the stuff, I'm so immune to it by now, but like some of the stuff you come across in like public worlds and whatever, it can go from like 0 to 100. You'll just be chilling in front of a mirror talking to your friend, and then out of nowhere there's just 20 people. Example, just a bunch of people joined in, like, it was like raids don't really happen anymore as much because the climate changed. Can I say that? Because the VRChat shifted. There's always VRChat shifts and crashers. People can't see your avatar quest, so things it's not as fun to do raids anymore, even though they still happen. But you know, we just had a bunch of people in monkey avatars join, and it's like, imagine that being your first VRChat experience. You're just hanging out in front of a mirror and suddenly like a bunch of monkeys join. Like, I get it, like, monkeys isn't the worst thing, but we all know that like the worst things can happen, and just Imagine having that. Like VR chat, literally anything can happen. You're in a public lobby, expect the unexpected. Anything can happen. Also, just the things that we have become immune to over time. That just imagine hopping into VR chat for the first time and just witnessing half of this and being like, okay, this was fun. Maybe not, but honestly, if you just like give it time, just give it a couple of plays, and hopefully you find the group of friends. Like I said, if you don't find the group of friends and you are looking to find a group of friends, it's fun playing in lobbies with random people, but it's infinitely more fun playing in lobbies with random people if you have a friend there that you can, like, you see the friend that stands with you against the wall when things start getting weird, and you're just kind of like, well, this is happening. But yeah, public instances are fine and everything, but I personally, for me, I prefer to have the group of friends I can go hang out with, talk to, that know me, chill. You can't have the same kind of conversations with a random person that you played with for a long time. And it's also easier to hop into new experiences with friends, especially if they haven't had the experience, because then if you're both bad at the game, then you both suck together and it's not just you. it's so weird. But VR chat, yeah, like just thinking about how much has changed from the time when nobody knew everybody to the point, actually kind of yesterday in that Friends Plus, like I was talking to my friends and then another friend group started joining, and we were in front of the mirror, and we got kind of like not pushed out, but we left because, you know, we were trying to sit by the mirror with our 2 clicks, I guess, but we weren't really talking to each other. Like, we just had 2 different conversations, like fighting over each other, so we just kind of left in the end. We're like, okay, you guys win, you have the mirror. Not that they weren't trying to shove us out or anything, but, you know, it can be like that. And imagine if you're hanging out in a public world and you're talking to someone and then their friends join, and then it's just like the clicks, dang. You gotta find the friend groups. But some people, again, don't have an issue with that. They'll just hop on to the next person, whatever. Like, not everybody's looking for friendship. But, you know, if you really want to experience full VR chat, the thing that's going to make you stick around longer, I think, is finding that group of friends that you can just hang out with and chill. One of the main reasons I get back on is to hang out with my friends. It's not just like, well, it's obviously like I feel like playing VR chat, and sometimes I do, but I'm like, well, my friends aren't on, so if I hop on VR chat, I'm just gonna jump around some worlds and then get bored, and that's usually what happens. So it's fickle. It's a fleeting feeling. VR chat is an amazing place to be. It's pretty. You can solo, but finding friends, it just makes the experience so much better. You know, as long as they're healthy, non-toxic friends. I think I've done pretty well to find the group of friends that I did, and it's so easy too. That's another thing, is you can find the wrong group of people that you don't realize is the wrong group of people, like the toxic friends that you don't realize are toxic until like it's too late, or they're not the healthiest option for you. It's so easy to fall into that VR chat, like the perfectly nice people, echo chambers. I'm not going to specify specific things because it's not my place, but you know, echo chambers can form on VR chat with groups of friends, and then you get the people who take advantage of others. So I am just so fortunate to have found the friends that won't do that to me, at least as far as I'm aware. But you know, it is so easy to fall into traps on VR chat, and I feel like if you don't have someone there to tell you the traps, it can be an interesting VR chat experience for you. Like I said, when I hopped in here, I didn't have any kind of guide. I didn't know what the hell was going on, and I somehow managed to find the friend group that clicked with me and the healthy friend group. And I've had to yeet some people out of, not block them or anything, but casually move on from some people, because people also change over time. So I've met people on here and they've changed, and I felt like, you know, these people are probably not the best kind of people for me to be hanging out with, like anything in life. So you just kind of distance yourself. Like, I still talk to some people, but well, a lot of them don't even log on anymore, to be honest, because it's been like 4 years and they moved on. But anyway, it's like, you just have to be smart on VRChat. You have to. You're literally meeting anybody, so you have to take your own happiness and well-being into account and be like, is this person they're my friend, they're great and everything, and I like them, but is this person not benefiting me? Are they healthy for me to be hanging out with? It's a similar thing to say your friend is you're not necessarily your best friend, but a really good friend. They start hanging out with the wrong people, doing the wrong things, just that, and you just kind of have to say, okay, look, I've tried to help you. I've tried to be your friend, but I don't think this is the best place for me to be right now. Your life choices are not the best for me, so I'm moving on, like that kind of thing. Like, you just kind of like, you do you, and we've had our talks, but this isn't just working out. We need to see new people. But yeah, VRChat, definitely, please, if you find a friend group, please make sure that they're your friends and they're there for you, and they take your happiness and your mental health and stuff into account, and they're not trying to steer you into the wrong direction. Peer pressure can get us all. Don't give in to peer pressure. Stay smart. VRChat for new players must be an experience. I feel like if I hadn't found the Kitten March Band, I don't think I would still be on VRChat. Like, I think I was at the point where, even when I found the Kitten March Band, where I was thinking, okay, maybe this isn't the game for me. I'm scared. Like, it could be cool to try and get over talking. It's another thing, too, is I didn't want to talk to people, so it was infinitely harder for me to connect. But, of course, there were other mutes there, too. But it's just like I was thinking, maybe this isn't the game for me. And then I just found the Kitten March Band and just ended up marching around worlds like 24/7 for like 2 weeks. And I somehow ended up making friends, even though I did not speak to anybody. It was kind of crazy. I don't even remember when I started talking to people. I think I just finally met a group of friends and I just wanted to talk to them, so I gradually opened up my mic and just said 1 or 2 words and then went quiet again. It's generally how that went. I have made videos on that before, but same thing. Like, if I hadn't clicked with the Kitten March Band and then found a group of friends, I would not have hung out in VRChat for long. It's just a shame that it's hard. Like, I'm sure there's places you can go to meet new people, but I don't know of them, so I don't know how new people would know of them. Like, if the hub world is gone, it's harder to meet. You can go to public worlds, and I actually haven't had that happen to me in a while. There's sometimes there will be a person who will like run up and say hi, but there's nothing like the hub world where it would just be people hanging out and just willing to run up to you and say hi the second you join. You do kind of have to go to the nearest mirror and just kind of sit down and try to insert yourself into the conversation a lot of times. Not saying VRChat isn't welcoming to new people. Like, people will just talk to you and be like, hey, what's up? That's why they're in a public instance. They want to meet new people too. But, it's just not as approachable. I don't think. If there was like, this is just my opinion, like, you can easily go to the most popular section in the menu and just find a world, but it's finding the people to make you want to keep playing. That's the real challenge, I think. People also leave VRChat for many different reasons. It's not just that. Like, people just get bored, they find new games or whatever. What keeps me coming back to VRChat, I guess, is friendship, anime, and the creation aspect, and seeing pretty worlds, and just being able to chill, vibe. And now I have a YouTube channel, so I have even more reason to stick around. This channel is helping me to just do new things that I wouldn't really... not new things necessarily, but get away from the mirror. Like, for so long, we were just sitting in front of the mirror and chilling, which is fun, because we always have fun in front of the mirror wherever. Like, we're just those people we're just dorks. We just have fun no matter what. But definitely, this is why we're experiencing so many, like, things for the first time. They've been in VRChat forever, because we spent, like, a good year in front of the mirror. But I actually have a reason to. I had a reason to before, but I have more incentive to get up and try new things, and my friends really want to like help out with the videos and stuff, which is fantastic. And we'll go play some mini games. And now I'm going to be introducing, because of this channel, because he's heard me talking about it and I've been sharing the videos, he's wanting to check out VRChat for himself. And I'm probably going to have to play Among Us. Not looking forward. I don't like Among Us. Like, my friends have tried to get me to play that game so many times in VRChat. And, like, I have, but I don't like it. But, that seems to be the only way I could confirm him to get into the game. Like I was saying before, you gotta give people their comfort world and ease them in. And if I have to go to Among Us, then so be it. And then we'll move him to not necessarily drinking night, but I'm sure I don't even know. I can't say. It's VRChat. New people can just go anywhere, but we'll ease into something simple that he can relate to. Why does it have to be Among Us? There's so many other things. But that's kind of what I said. Is like, they were trying to get me to play Among Us, like the actual game. I'm like, look, I can just hop in VRChat and play that anytime, and I really don't want to. And they're like, do you play any other game other than like Pokemon Unite and VRChat? I'm like, not really. I'm not, like, I'm old. I'm not really a gamer. VRChat, it's again, the thing is, like, VRChat is a game where I can just literally hop in and do anything. Why would I don't know, I'm pretty sure Among Us is free, but a lot of games that you can pay to play, I can usually find them in VRChat because someone's made the world. We have Uno, okay? And we played Uno once, and we had a round going for like 2 hours, I think, and I played Uno with my family, IRL, and we had an Uno game going for like 3. Uno is brutal. I want to play Uno again. Damn, I need to get some people together. We'll go play some Uno. But yeah, they're getting, like, I'm seeing if they're gonna get into VRChat now, because honestly, once you get into VRChat, it's hard to get out. If I can introduce people to the right people, they're gonna find it hard, especially since there's so many mini games on here. There's so much to do. Like, they're always like, what games can we play and stuff. I'm like, literally, just go on VRChat. It's a place where everybody can hop on and just play a mini game. You don't have to own the game or anything. It's already here. It's on the platform. There's so many things, and before you know it, you have VR, and you're a fully immersed gamer. Like I've said about the fact that I have full body, and they're like, what the fuck? I'm like, nah, you don't even know. Like, when I first got the VR chats, I was on desktop, on a laptop. And then I was like, I'm fine with this for the longest time. And then I eventually built a gaming PC, and I got into VR because I wasn't into VR at first because I got the motion sickness and stuff. So it really put me off for the longest time. And now here I am, just racing around in mini cars with like 12 frames per second and not dying, going from putting on the headset and wanting to throw up after like 2 minutes. It's so weird. But anyway, yeah, where was I going? I've lost my train of thought. Oh god. But yeah. No, that was it. VRChat, you can be like, if you get sucked into it, you're just like, well, I'm never gonna spend money, and then next thing you know, you're like, you have a headset. It's just completely different immersion, having full body and stuff. Like, it's crazy. I'm not gonna say go spend a bunch of money, but definitely get a headset. Like, VRChat in desktop is cool, but you can actually sit here and look around and see it and have your arms move. It's like a completely different level of immersion. And some people just really want to have the full Among Us experience in VR. And I'm not saying he's gonna get VR for Among Us, but it's just kind of funny. But yeah, that will probably be that's gonna be a time. Not necessarily. I'm looking forward to showing him VRChat. And it's also the thing too, is like, what do I show him? Beyond Among Us, where can I take him where he's not just gonna like look around the room and be like, what the hell is this? There's so much. There's just so much. And it's like, it's so hard. It's so hard. It's like, what do I show him? After that, I have to get him out of custom avatar too, because I'm sure he's gonna be in custom avatar. I already have a fun idea for that, actually. Hopefully by the time this goes out, I would have recorded that with him, I don't think he's gonna. He might watch this video, but this video will have to go out first. But yeah, I have an idea for an avatar for him to use, and we'll see if he clicks with it. Probably not, but it's still gonna be funny. But yeah, we're gonna have to get him out a custom avatar. I'm gonna have to take him to some avatar worlds, see what he likes and stuff like that, and then yeah, we'll hit up Among Us. I'm not gonna let him be an Among Us avatar. That is not happening. Like I refuse. He's probably gonna end up being an Among Us avatar, isn't he? I can see now. He's probably gonna do it. Oh my god, I'm gonna be playing with that guy. No, he won't. Will he? Oh god. We're gonna find out. But yeah, I am excited to show people VRChat and be the guide, but it's going to be interesting to see where I take him, and if we just end up playing Among Us all night. I think he's very chill and he's down for anything, so I think once we played Among Us for a while, I can pretty much take him anyway. We might just start out in mini games, start him out easy. Generally the public worlds, non-mini games are where most of the chaos happens. Just don't want to scare him off. Be like, Tails, is this what you've been doing with your life? Is your YouTube channel a lie? It's like, no, this is just one side of VRChat. I'm trying to show every side of VRChat. It takes all types to make a world. It takes all types to make a VR world, as I keep saying. But yeah, VRChat is definitely an experience, and if you don't have someone to show you around when you first join, I can see why so many people just join and be like, okay, well that was fun. Goodbye. I actually, a lot of the content creators too for VRChat, like I'm slowly finding people, like I'm not up and up on everybody, every content creator. I was following a dude who got cancelled, so that's interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of canceling going on lately. I'm gonna try and avoid that to the best of my ability. not planning to have that happen to me, especially not such early days. But I mean, just don't be stupid, be smart. I mean, I imagine it's kind of easy not to get canceled. Just don't be dumb. But anyway, I'm not gonna say anything. Touch wood, that never happens to me. There's no wood touch around here. I'm just sitting on a rock. But you know what I'm saying, like but anyway, yeah, as far the side of VRChat that gets displayed more frequently than others, I think, is the cuddle side, and I think the VRChat community needs to kind of, like, I get this is an adult game for the most part. A lot of people don't seem to get that VRChat is an adult game. Please monitor your children. Please stop letting them play VRChat. There are groups where there are worlds and stuff that have kids, and they're like safe kids, and I think there's like air quote daycare worlds and stuff now, but please don't let your 5-year-old run around a public lobby. For the love of God, please stop letting your 5-year-old run around a lobby with random people. Would you let your 5-year-old run around a mall? Just YOLO, go forth, child. You're free now. You have hit 5. No, you would not. Do not let them free in VRChat. God, just stop. Oh, look, there's a Sonic character. This must be for children. Oh, okay. That was a sound. But, like, God. That is annoying. I don't mind, like, I don't talk to the children. Like, sometimes if they're in a public lobby and they hang out and friends plus whatever, but I'm not about to start hanging out with kids because that's just weird. Go find some other kids to hang out with. Small child. Not interested. Nice to meet you. Goodbye. But, you know, yeah. Parenting. You gotta love it. But yeah, where was I going? I don't even remember. I got sidetracked by a whole thing again. I think I was talking about content creators and stuff. But oh yeah, displaying the side of VRChat. Like I keep saying this, but I want to show the side of VRChat, the more fun side, the side that I tend to experience the most. And that's again through having friends that I can go experience the more chill side with. As opposed, because I see the difference. When I'm in a public lobby, it's just absolute chaos. But when I'm with my friends, it's chill, we're having fun, it's a vibe. Like, that's the side that I want to show. It can be like that. It doesn't have to be all cuddling and I'm using the term cuddling lightly in case you guys haven't picked up on it. It's not all cuddling and just it's not all that. There's a lot more to it. Please don't join a public lobby and think that's all there is to VRChat. Oh God, I'm not painting the best light here, but yeah, a lot of content creators cover that side, and I get it. That's where the views are, but come on, guys. There are actually nice content creators out there who will cover, I'm not talking about myself, but like there are content creators I found that do cover new VRChat worlds, and I follow the people who are making avatars and stuff because I think it's cool to see what they come up with. Just that's what I want to cover. That's I think people need to talk about the side of VRChat more because it's out there. It does exist. Your VRChat experience at the end of the day is what you choose to make it. If you want to make it, just do you. I don't care what you do on VRChat with your life, whatever. It's your life. As long as you're not hurting yourself, you're not hurting others, you do you. But definitely be careful out there. Make sure your mental health and everything about you is in the best place it can be, because you can literally come across anything. And if you're experiencing VRChat for the first time, maybe try world hopping a few times and hope you find the people. If not, communities, VRCon will eventually happen. I feel like it's late this year. I don't really know. But VRCon will eventually happen, and I can introduce you guys. It will show you guys some groups through that, and it's easier to find a community you click with that has the same kind of interests, and you meet friends through that. Definitely the route I would take. That's the route I took, without realizing. But if I had just been stuck on public worlds, I don't think I would have been in this game for long. Community, friendship. That's mostly what VRChat is about for me. And then what's the point in creating avatars and stuff and spending all this time on creating if there's no one around to see it? You can't take your avatar to a public world because they have the safety stuff in place, but they lost my trust with that. I will never use this avatar or anything in a public instance. Like, they can say what they want, but I don't trust. The trust is gone. Sadly, VRChat. But people are. It's another side of VRChat too. Is unfortunately, you attract that, and sometimes that is people's first experience because they're in public worlds. Not so much anymore, but that kind of stuff does still happen, and sadly, it does affect a lot of people's gameplay, and then they leave. A lot of people, I think, did leave while that was a problem. You just couldn't be in a lobby and you'd just be crashed. And then, they had safety settings, but I don't like hiding everybody's avatar and stuff. Like, I want to see the avatars. That's why I'm here. I don't want to talk to a gray-ass robot. But, it does happen to me. I used to get crashed a lot, obviously, when I was in the laptop. I don't even know if you can play VRChat on a laptop anymore. Like, we have evolved so much. Like, look at all the stuff going on in this world alone. My PC, I need to upgrade my PC. That's coming. But my PC, does struggle with this, so I can only imagine what my laptop was doing. Like, I'd have my laptop on, but just, yep, hang in there, buddy. We got 8 more hours. Let's go. But, definitely a time in VRChat for your first experience. I wish you guys the best of luck. I've seen comments of people saying I want to try this out or hop into VRChat. Sadly, I cannot be there to guide you all through your day one VRChat experience, but I can at least give you some advice on where to go, what to do, and what to avoid. Maybe make an official video. Well, this isn't technically an official video. This is just me chilling and vibing and talking, but it's a start. Just something got me thinking about this him joining and being like, oh god, he's going to see the worst side of VRChat and then be like, what are you doing with your life? I don't even know if I'd call it the worst side. that's a bad way to call it. I'm gonna call it the more unique side of VRChat. He's gonna see the side of VRChat that makes him uncomfortable personally, and then he's gonna be like, what are you doing? I'm like, look, there's everybody here. It's a world inside of a world, okay? Everybody's here, and everybody's just having fun and a chill time for the most part. Some people are here to be toxic, but anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. This was just my little vibe, my little talk, if you will. How long have I been talking, actually? Wow, I talked for 37 minutes. I did not, this is going to be edits and stuff, but like, I did not intend to talk for this long on this topic. I just kind of sat down on a rock and vibed. Yeah, best of luck to you for your first VRChat experience. Please do not give your first day of VRChat your judgment. Maybe give it a week or two. Hopefully you find some friends. If not, find a community and then you might find some friends. But VRChat solo is a fun time, but it's infinitely better when you make friends. Friendship, as long as they're good friends, obviously. If you have toxic friends, then you're not going to have the best of times. We have the best of times and the worst of times, and sometimes we have to eat the worst of times out of our lives so we can have the best of times. What is this voice? Oh god. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay friendly on VRChat. Do not become toxic. Do not become toxic for your friends. Don't drink and drive. You can drink and play VRChat. You can drink and drive in VRChat, but don't drink and drive in VR. Are we done with the life lessons now? Can I leave? Can I get off my rock? Are we done here? Cut, print. Alright, okay. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.